Acting Permanent Secretary and Directors, the Chairman and members of the Executive Committee members of the Press Corps of the Villa, the Press Corps of the FCT that are here, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, let me sincerely welcome my dear brothers and sisters for this courtesy call. I know that when I came to the villa, the chairman had requested that he did for them to pay a courtesy call on us, and I did not hesitate and make sure that the approval was given. Let me assure the press corps of the FCT, you don't need to, because I'm saying your countenance, your face have changed. You don't need to fear. You don't need to fear, because whether I like it or not, I also have activities in the villa.
Yes, sir.
So there are people who are there to cover the activities that have been carried out in villa. So if you only remain within FCT, you have no opportunity to go to the villa. So who will report all the activities I carry out? So they are the ones that will report. So you just say that nobody is taking away your position. So that you don't need to be scared. When he was speaking, I was watching your faces. I saw that you were not too comfortable. So please, you're entitled to what you're entitled to, and I will not abandon also. There are things that are going on there. I need information. They also have to let me know. So these are things that are very, very relationship. It's key to whatever you are doing. You see him talk about when I was minister, so that relationship is always there. So let me assure you that as the FCT ministers, we are here as their landlords. We'll give you all the necessary support you think we should. Today is like a coincidence, when I was trying to have a press briefing today. Coincidentally, you came, so I said, okay, let's use one stone, okay, two birds, and to also let you know why the press is not only to report negative activities, it should also report positive things that happen in government. It's not to report every time, oh, there is insecurity here. It should also report the good things about the government, what they have done. Particularly when you see Mr. President's Renewed Hope agenda, it should be interesting to note that what are the priorities of Mr. President? What is the essence of Renewed Hope? It means that the hopes were lost, right? And he said, look, you don't need to lose hope. We'll bring back those things that have made you to lose hope. And that is key. And I want to start with the FCT. One of the reasons why I accepted to work with Mr. President is because capacity and the political will to do those things people are afraid of doing. Part of the problem in this country is leadership. So many people don't want to take actions that they believe that, oh, some people will be angry. No, there's no action you take that everybody will be happy. But what is important is that you are guided by law and your conscience. You are guided by the interests of Nigerians, not by the interest of me, the Minister of FCT, or any other person. In 2018, the National Assembly passed a bill into law, which was assented by the former Vice President, Osibajo, when he was acting as the President. He assented that to that bill that became law that FCT should have civil service commission. Everybody has been running away. Nobody wants to. And what is it? The entire civil servants in FCT, they are all lost hope. Why? You cannot be here and be a permanent secretary. You can't. And you can imagine your career, or all your life, what you are hoping to get to the apex of your career. But no way, because there's no civil service commission. And nobody has the political way to implement it. Everybody's talking about, oh, if I'm the head of service, it will reduce my power. It's not about you. It's about institution. It's not about me. It's not about the president. Because the president will come and go. Minister will come and go. So also head of service will come and go. But what is important is, if National Assembly has passed a bill into law, which has been assented by Mr. President, then what is wrong in implementing that law? One day, I was reading economist write-up, and he was saying, oh, nobody has been able to implement that law. I said, I didn't even know the existence of such a law. I made a memo to Mr. President. Mr. President, look, you have renewed hope agenda. The civil servants in FCT are suffering. They have lost hope. They are not committed to working, because what am I working? At the end of the day, I can't get to the apex of my career. And this is so, I said, look, we must implement that 2018 Act as passed by the National Assembly. If there are challenges, of course there is no law that is perfect. If there are challenges, you can only know challenges when you start implementing. You cannot talk about challenges when you have not gone for implementation. So let's implement it. Whatever challenges are, then we begin to say how we can make amends. But let the civil servants have that hope that yes, all our efforts are not in vain. I can tell you authoritatively, Mr. President has given approval for the establishment of Civil Service Commission for the financial contract. And that is what everybody would want. I'm working somewhere, I have hope I will grow tomorrow. How do you see where the directors, in the next few years, they all retire? Nobody has hope to go more than a director. I don't think it is good for the system. And that is the essence of the renewed hope agenda. So that people should also thank Mr. President for being bold, to do those things everybody was afraid of doing. And he said, I will do it. And he has done it. I will thank God Almighty for giving him that courage, that will to carry out things that people are afraid of. Secondly, Mr. President, his priority area said he will have to run a government of inclusivity, not exclusivity. That all spheres of people, stakeholders have to be carried along in terms of, look at FCT. You don't have anywhere called women secretariat or whatever, mandate secretaries. You have mandate secretary of everything, but not women. And in the world we're in today, how can you talk about the governance, development, without including women? I would say, look, you must create a mandate secretary that will take care of women as what we have in other states as Commissioner for Women Affairs. So there must be that in FCT. to give them that inclusivity. And as I speak to you, Mr. President has also approved that we have a mandate secretary for women. I believe that by Monday or Sunday, we will inaugurate the mandate secretary for women affairs. It is very, very important to bring back women. Thirdly, we have talked about what is going on in FCT. The city is not growing like what it's supposed to be. We have projects littered left, right, and center. Projects are awarded without financial backup. And that's why you have, take for example, so many projects were awarded to 2002, up till now. You can imagine a project that was awarded 2002. How many years now?
21.
21 years. You can imagine what the cost now will be. And what was responsible? Well, then to join the single treasury account, where all accounts with the central bank. Now, central bank cannot give us loan. So we don't play with the wider financial market to source for funding. And that's why you see, even the Nigeria are spent as they come. Of course, I don't want to name names, but they cannot tangibly do anything with it. And I said to Mr. President, if you want FCT to really carry out their developmental projects, infrastructure, and this and that, then they must come out with them. Because what's the essence of single trade? Blocking of leakages on this. We are not revenue collection for federal government. So what are you blocking? The revenue comes to us, but it goes to central bank. Now I need money to do projects. I can't go to central bank, give us money. I can't go to commercial bank. They say, but how do you pay? How do you pay? I said, look, the best bet is that we must pull out. I have transactions with other commercial banks. When we say, look, we want this amount of money, how do you pay? We have our IGR. Tie your IGR to the bank through ISPO. Assuming we want to collect from the bank 400 billion, assuming so, I didn't say we are collecting 400 billion. You know, some of you, because you can be very, very sure that I said I'm collecting, so no, I don't know what I said. But so we want to do projects that will amount to 400 billion. We'll pay you this in 4 years. How do you pay it? I said, okay, our IGR every month is about 20 billion. Fine. Can you take 10 billion every month? In a year, we have paid 120 billion. But the money have been given to us. Projects left, right, and center going on. That's the only way we can survive it. And Mr. President graciously agreed with us and approved that we should pull out from the single treasury account. So that you see from next year, it will be project upon project in FCT. What you saw in Port Harcourt will be exporting. What you see in Abuja will be something else. So, for us, it's one of our happiest days. And we have to thank Mr. President for this foresight. Look at 3 key issues. 3, for civil servants. 2, for women. 3, for the interest of the whole people who are in Abuja. So, all of you who are crying, insecurity, it will be a thing of the past. No lights, no road. You will see road and you run. You see road. So, it is the greatest day for us, and that's what they call leadership. Leadership. Who can take decision? That's what Mr. President has shown. His lead hope agenda is not theory. That's why I say it is not only when Naira has depreciated, you report. When other things are done well, you will not report. But I report this one fully now. because this one touches on civil servants, this one touches on women, this one touches on the residents of FCT, which all of us will be direct beneficiaries. So I think maybe you brought this luck, because I was busy like yesterday. That's when all these approvals were given. You know. So I'm not talking about they told me. It's not they told me to carry. It's here. It's here. All have been conveyed to me to carry on. People may kick against it, but you see, it's not personal. It's about the growth of the city. It's about the welfare of the civil servants. It's about the interest of our mothers, our sisters, and our wives, for the interest of women, which is key. So I thank all of you, but I have to let you know this is where we are today. So women, each time, the time Mr. President, civil servants. Now, every time you people, you know, nobody can satisfy you. You know, you're just like labor, you know. So go and sing and thank God. Go to church, go to mosque, go to the shrines that you believe in, and say, God will thank you. For how many years this fight has been on, and see what, in how many months Mr. President has done it. That's why I would say, don't worry, 1 year's time you will see what will happen. It's been bad, it's not easy, but when the will is there, of course, you will get the answer. So thank you and God bless you.